Hi, in this video I will talk about SQL injection and the way you can protect your system from SQL injection attacks. So let's first see what's SQL injection. SQL injection is the most traditional way that attackers and hackers and crackers are trying to defeat systems in order to get unauthorized access into systems without knowing the proper username and password. So in order to demonstrate the SQL injection attacks, we need a database. So I created this SQL injection database. I have the users table. It has only one user, which is admin. So I have created two systems, one that's able to be cracked by SQL injection and the other one that SQL injection is not able to crack it. So first see how systems will be cracked by SQL injection. So what we need is the traditional login form and a home page. So users are requested to entering their username and password in order to log into the system and go to the home page. So this is the code for the login, simple code. It will ask for the ID based on the username and the password. So select ID from users where username is equal whatever the user entered and the password whatever the password they gave. So based on the username and the password, it will bring the ID. So if the ID is more than 0, because ID 0 is not available in the database, so that means the user exists. Please pass it to the home page. Otherwise show error. So let's see how does this work. So I will give admin and login. That's it. Home page, welcome home. This one is correct. So now let's see how SQL injection work. So this is one of the codes that SQL injection is depending on. So instead of the username and password, I will enter this code. So this is the SQL injection code, and without entering the password, I will click login. That's it. I was able to log into the system without knowing the username and the password. Excited, huh? Let's see how does this work. So in my code, I'm asking the database to return me the ID based on the username and the password. But the code I entered, it will say to the system, return me the ID if the username is equal to S or 1 equal to 1. So the system have two choices of returning the ID based on username equal to S or 1 equal to 1. So it will search for the username based on username equal to S and it will not find it. But 1 equal to 1, that's true. So the system will return you the ID based on 1 equal to 1 and it will pass it to the Q1 and it will be more than 0 and it will redirect you to the home page. That's how SQL injection does work. So how to defeat SQL injection, how to protect your system from SQL injection. This is the key. So there is different technique of coding requiring more security on your code. So instead of asking the ID, I will say the system count me the ID based on the username. So see how many IDs I have for that username. So if there is an ID, if it's more than 0, return me the ID. based on the username. So if the username is correct, it will return the ID, and based on that ID return me the username. It's a loop. I'm giving the username, asking for the ID, and then asking for the username of that ID from the database. Then I will compare between the username in the database and the username that's the user entered. If they are correct, I will ask for the password from the system, and then compare the password with the password that the user provide. Then if it's all of this is correct, I will redirect him to the home page. Otherwise, I will say error. Let's see how does this work. So admin, it will work. Yes, it will work. Welcome home. Let's try the magic code. Error. The system was able to defeat SQL injection. My system is protected against SQL injection with simple ways and simple codes. I was able to protect my system against SQL injection. So in this video, I showed you how to protect your system against SQL injection.